If your pipeline is not clearly mapped to your customer's buying journey, then you're clearly spraying and praying. Oh yeah, that doesn't work in B2B sales, right? Let me tell you what both of these mean. Your pipeline is something like, what is the framework that your company uses to get your leads in? By the way, your buying journey is something like, what exactly your prospect does before they buy from you. So in both these cases, it's the same road that leads right from your prospect to them becoming your customer, but in a two-way street. Just like our loyalty is a two-way street, right? Well, so if you're looking forward to ensure that your customer's buying process is as simple as your lead generation process, then this video is right for you. So hi, I am Saranya Narayanamurthy. I run the Content Bot, which is a marketing agency, and Line.Digital, which is a B2B sales generation company, wherein we train, coach and consult B2B entrepreneurs, B2B companies and sales teams on how they can have the best sales process that will generate them leads consistently and close their sales in a much rapid scale. So with that, let's go to the video. Now, if you see, I started your conversation saying, how do you map your pipeline to your customer journey? First, let me give you a differentiation or how both of these verticals happen. Let's say you're taking two parallel lines. First one being your customer's journey from when they identify you until when they become your client. And the second one being your journey from when you acquire a lead, you nurture them, and then you close a sale. Now, in both the cases, let's look at the similarities. Firstly, your prospect needs to discover you, which means they first need to know that you exist. And then they need to be more aware of their problem. And when they are aware of their problem and they know about your existence, that is when they need to say, this is exactly what my problem is and this will be the solution. So I might consider buying them. Then they need to know more about you, know more about your methodologies to gain the trust. And when that happens, that is when they say, okay, I might be interested in it, but let me just get more about it. So they move a step closer to maybe talk to you or attend your sessions and get to know more about you. And from there, they then move on to the next phase. They get started with your actual sales process of talking to your rep, taking the deal closer and moving on. And finally, they make the decision. Now, let's look at it from your perspective. You just need to generate a lead. You need to know this is a prospect that exists. And then you should nurture that lead to a point where they interact with you more, they engage with you better. And when that engagement is earned, that is where you nurture them, and then that nurture moves on towards, let's say, them consuming your content, them having a brand recall. A brand recall is simply something like, let's say, you think about sales. Does my name pop up? If it does, I have a good brand recall with you, considering you saw a few of my content before. So that is a very good way of establishing a brand recall. And once that happens, once they know that these terms, these services clearly denote to you, that is when you push a little more past, and then you come to a phase wherein you are giving your prospects a chance to work with you. So this is where your SDR goes on a conversation with them, you give a proposal, you do a pitch, from the pitch it moves on to a proposal, from proposal it goes on to negotiation, and your negotiation leads either to sales or losing a client. Let's say it's the first one. So if you see both of these cases, these are interlinked lines, wherein when you are generating a lead, that is when the prospect discovers you, right? So you know about the funnel process. So let's say we take this as three stages: top of the funnel, middle of the funnel and bottom of the funnel. Your top of the funnel is where your prospects get to discover you, or you get to generate a lead and you develop a first impression. So this first impression is clearly created when you are more visible on social media platforms. So this is where you employ services like search engine optimization, wherein when they are looking for a product or when they are looking for a solution, you pop up as an answer. And in the second case, you create social media content, something like this, wherein I am teaching you and you are already forming an impression of who I am, what I do, or the style in which I work. You either relate with it or you don't, but that's a different story. You are forming an impression. So all of these comes under TOFU. So when you do the top of the funnel right, you know that you already have an impression with your customer and they either resonate with you or they are repelled. So both of these are established in the top of the funnel. Now, is that enough? No. Being just known is never enough. So that is when your middle of the funnel comes in, wherein you are nurturing them either by newsletters, by webinars, by consistent blogs, by keeping in touch with them, by showing them what is it that you can do, by showing your case studies, what is it that you have done, and educating them more on what problems they should be aware about and what are the things that they should change. So when this happens consistently, you are able to form a clear impression with them. You are able to build on that first impression, wherein you either build a trust or you show them this is what I stand for. So this is where the value system is communicated. And when this happens, right, your customer either has a very good brand recall of you, wherein they say, if anytime I want to hire a team for doing this kind of work, or if anytime I wanted to have these systems, this is the person I'm going to. They have that in a very clear way. And once that is sorted, then you go to the bottom of the funnel, wherein you give them a trigger. So trigger is where you say, so let's say we have this offer going on, or this is something that we want to work with, so let's get on a call and let's discuss it further. This is where a sale opportunity is created. And when the sale opportunity is created, it gives you much more space to get started and get going from there. And that is when you go pitch, and then you give a proposal, and then you take it forward from there, and your prospect also sees a chance to work with you. So this entire journey, when you script it clearly, when you put it in terms of different touch points, one in terms of social media, in terms of newsletters, and in terms of direct consultation calls, you have a very crystal clear journey that's coming up. And trust me when I say this, I told all of these to you in a way that it is basic and it's linear so that you understand the points correctly. But this being the formula, when you're actually creating it, it will look like a, let's say, a much developed web, more like a lattice framework, wherein a different touch points are created. Because you never know where your prospect will identify you, right? Could be a LinkedIn post, could be YouTube, could be a very simple retargeting ad that they saw, could be your website, could be any single thing. So when you map out all the points clearly, that's when the final clarity arises. So ensure that you have all of these in a much concrete way, so that ultimately when you are actually doing the launch, when you are actually working on the problems, when you are actually doing the pitch, when you wanted to generate leads, you have a predictable revenue sorted. And if you want to know how to build this lattice framework, or if you wanted to know what is it that I should put into play, what are the touch points I should go, what are the exact checklists that I should follow, and we can help you to extraordinarily scale your sales. So that is something that you're looking for. Check out the link in the description. I'm pretty sure you'll be surprised. Go through it and then book a discovery call so that you and me can discuss. And if you're looking forward to learn more about B2B sales, do check out this channel, because we are coming out with content for every single day so that you learn, grow and elevate your sales on a daily basis. So with that being said, signing off for now, Saranya Narayanamurthy. Let's close some sales.